Alrighty, I am NTV's Chris Wagner here in Kearney, Nebraska, well, south of Kearney in Axtell, Nebraska. And today we're going to reach all the way over into Tennessee, specifically Dollywood. And right now I am joined by Katie Blankenship at Dollywood, as you can see on your screen in a moment. And Katie, what are we talking about today out there in Dolly Parton's playground, so to speak?
Yeah, so we are celebrating our 40th anniversary season this year. It is hard to believe that we have been Dollywood since 1986. We have a lot going on this year. We're getting ready to start our summer celebration here in a few days. You can probably see the beautiful kite sky behind me. That's part of the decor for our summer celebration, but we're just having a great time and we're glad our guests are with us.
What is the exact date? Do you have a specific date that's the 40th anniversary that people would need to know about?
Yes, so we actually just had our 40th anniversary season. So we opened the park on May 3rd, 1986. That's when it officially became Dollywood. But there has actually been an attraction on this property since the 1960s.
Very impressive. Now, before I got on to talk to you, I talked to my boss, my news director, who tells me that Dollywood is better than Disney World, it's better than Universal, all that stuff. He ranks it way up there on the list. Tell me why people in Nebraska should make the road trip down to Dollywood in Tennessee.
Well, Dollywood is wonderful for a lot of reasons, but I think one of the biggest reasons is we are so multi-generational. One thing that we pride ourselves on is really being a theme park, an amusement park that every family can go to through all stages of life. So we've got small rides and shows for the little kids. We've got a gazillion bubble show that the kids love this time of year. And then we've got thrill rides, major roller coasters that win all kinds of awards for the teenagers, for the thrill seekers. And then you can bring your grandparents too. We are Dolly Parton's theme park. So we have all kinds of award-winning shows. And so we're really just a great place for the entire family to be able to come and enjoy. And there really isn't a whole lot of, planning necessarily like you have to do at some of the other parks. Of course, you want to get some tickets in advance, maybe your time savers. But once you get here, you don't necessarily need to make dinner reservations, lunch reservations. You just kind of get here and enjoy your day. And I think that makes us really special as well.
I'll ask, what does it cost to get in? Is it cheaper than Disney World?
Yes, it is absolutely cheaper than Disney World. You can go to Dollywood.com to find all of our different ticket prices, but we are a little bit cheaper than some of the other parks for sure.
I do want to work in. I'm from Western Pennsylvania. I actually just went and visited that area recently, and Kennywood is a staple in the Pittsburgh area, and they're now owned by the folks at Dollywood. And I don't know if you could fill me in on a little bit of that, or what any plans are for Kennywood going forward.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily have any details on what that plan is going forward, but we are all part of the Hershin Family Entertainment Company. So back in 1986, this park used to be a Silver Dollar City, Tennessee, and Dolly went on Barbara Walters and did an interview about wanting to have a theme park here in her hometown. And so Jack and Pete Hershin, who own Silver Dollar City, decided, hey, we want to be a partner with Dolly. And so they kind of formed, that collaboration. And so we've been able to acquire parks and different properties and have all kinds of parks and theme parks and aquariums and all kinds of things all over the country. And we're really excited to have Kennywood and to kind of see what happens from there.
What is your favorite attraction there at Dollywood?
So I definitely love the roller coasters. So we have a roller coaster called Wild Eagle. It's won lots of awards. It was actually the first winged coaster in the country. And what that means is instead of kind of being on a train on the track, you are out on the side of the track. So when you're looking down, there is nothing below you, there's nothing above you. You are literally on the wings of the coaster, and you just feel like you are soaring through the Great Smoky Mountains, and it is absolutely incredible.
The scenery sounds like it would be amazing on top of the ride in and of itself.
Yes, absolutely. And different times of year kind of bring a little bit different scenery. When you're on some of our taller rides, you really are up in the Great Smoky Mountains. And so this time of year, you get a cool experience. You can ride the rides at night, which is something you don't get to do all year because of the way the sun sets and our hours. And then when you're here in the fall, you get to see the beautiful fall foliage. So that's something different. And then when you're here at Christmas, you can see all of our Christmas lights that are all over the park when you're up on the ride. So definitely lots of beautiful scenery when you're riding our rides here.
So probably no bad time to go to Dollywood, whether it's January through December or anything in between, huh?
No bad time at all. We are closed during January and February, but we open mid-March, and we've got all kinds of festivals throughout the year. So, like I said, we're getting ready to go into our Smoky Mountain Summer Celebration, but after that, we'll go straight into our Harvest Festival with our Great Pumpkin Luminites, which is our nighttime experience with that, and then we're going to go into our Smoky Mountain Christmas, which is won lots of awards for all of its shows and Christmas lights. We have millions of Christmas lights during Christmas, so it's one of my favorite times to be here for sure.
And for accommodations, there's hotels there pretty much on the grounds or nearby.
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually have two different resorts here at Dollywood Parks and Resorts. We opened Dollywood's Dream World Resort and Spa in 2015, so we're celebrating its 10th anniversary. And with that, it really kind of feels like Dolly is welcoming you into her home. It's very colorful, lots of butterflies, lots of sparkles. And then in 2023, we opened Dollywood's Heart Song Lodge and Resort. And while that's still got plenty of touches of Dolly, it's a lot more about her love for the Great Smoky Mountains. So it has that very natural lodge feel. And when you are a guest of one of our resorts, you get all kinds of perks when it comes to going to the park. So you're going to get complimentary trolley service to and from the parks. You're going to get complimentary time savers. And we've got all kinds of fun activities at the resorts as well.
And before I let you go, I'm told about a coal train. I was raised in a family with railroad ties. So tell me about the coal train and the history there at the park of that.
Yeah, so we actually have two engines. We have Klondike, Katie, and Cinderella, and both of them actually served in World War II. That was kind of what, in 1960, what this park was. It was all about the train, and that's something that every park has kept ever since then. And so it is definitely a staple here at Dollywood. It's the Dollywood Express for us. But it's a great train ride that kind of takes you throughout the park. You get to see kind of the scenery and the different rides. It's about a 20-minute loop for our guests, and it's something that absolutely everyone can do. Kind of like I said earlier, we're multi-generational, so it's something that everyone can enjoy, and it's a lot of fun.
Katie Blankenship there at Dollywood Forest. You're not in front of a green screen. You're there at the park. I appreciate your time, and it sounds like a great time.
Absolutely. Love to have you anytime.